the genius of Sibawayh, but he took for the first time he talked about phonemes and allophones. Can you imagine? Phonemes and allophones. Okay? Phonemes are fixed. We have 24 phonemes in English. Consonants. I mean, we have 20 vowels, we have 44. In Arabic, we have 28 plus 6. Okay? 54. But he talked about what? About the phonemes and allophones. He said that we have some kind of different pronunciation of these fixed individually. So he said that, for example, the light noon, okay? The light noon in nasal, and then the hamza that is pronounced between the throat and stop and the vowel the leaning alif, okay? Al-mumala, al-alif al-mumala, this is a kind of what? A kind of allophonic variation. And then the sha, which is pronounced like ja, the sa, which is pronounced as za. This is za, like the Egyptian za, like Nazim. And then the pharyngeal is alif a, as the dialect of Hijaz. You are the people of Hijaz. Do you say as-salah? As-salah? Shafkhima? Yeah. I see. See, but yeah. Salah and zakah. Tafkhim. And hayat. Okay. Is tafkhim with the alif? Sounds like an Iraqi. But this is a different realization of the same thing. And he also can add to these allophonic variation because, as I told you, the phonemes are fixed, but allophones are many and limited. Okay? So the allophone, he said that ka, which is between voiceless and ka, and I think I personally assume that the person of ka, like Sudanese dialect. Sudan, instead of saying Allahu Akbar, they say Allahu Akbar. Akbar. Right? So instead of ka, it is like ga. Between ga and ka. This is an allophonic variation of ka. And then we have ja that is similar to ka, ja that is similar to sha, ba that is weak, sa that is similar to sa, and then ta that is similar to ta. This is actually in the dialect, sub-dialect in Taiz, in Yemen. Instead of tariq, they say tariq. Instead of matraq, they say matraq. Am I correct? Yeah. And then ba that is similar to tha, and then ba that is similar to fa. So it seems that Sibawayh was pretty much aware of the three dimensions and of the phonemes and allophones. What does that show? It shows the geniality of this man. And he died at the age of like 33. Right? 33, and he wrote, four volumes of Al-Kitab. This was like a magnum opus for all other people who came up. Okay. He talked also, Sibawayh, he talked about not only place of articulation, but he talked about manner of articulation. Let me go quickly on those. The sounds, this one he called them shadid. Shadid is what is like plosive and affricative. And then he called the other ones are rakhwa, fricatives. Lax or loose fricative sounds. Actually, this is not a mistake. Ba is not fricative, it must be here. And then a, he said between shadid and rakhwa. Again, a actually was a problem for a long time. A now is known as what? As a voice sound, okay? Is a pharyngeal sound, but he said between shadid and rakhwa. And then that deviating. What is the meaning of deviating? It means we classify sound based on central or lateral. From the center or from the sides of the mouth. He said that deviating يعني ممالة كبير عن مركز الفم إلى جانب الفم. لا. Okay? لا. So this one is what is a deviating sound. Correctly, this is exactly like what we said in practice. Lateral. And then he said shadid nasal, correct, because these two are actually plosives. Nama are what? Are plosive sounds. And then he said mukarrar, 12 in the Arabic chart. Waya is, he said layyina, and this is the meaning of what? Approximate. And Hawaii means like a resonant vowel. And then sa, ba, ta, va, is al-mutbaqa and al-munfatiha. This is actually is amazing. Amazing, because this sa, da, ta, wa is what we have in those sounds. They have the secondary articulation. They have sa is alveolar but also pharyngealized. And then la, dental pharyngealized. And then ba, alveolar pharyngealized. Okay, and then sa, etc. So they are the secondary. He called them mutbaqa, means the fam will be like this. And others are munfatiha. The fam will be like this. The mouth will be like this one. So this one is really amazing and is in 100% in conformity with the ideal chart and modern phonetic construction. So we can say that he used, by the way, a salt. And whenever he used a salt, he's talking about what? About the airstream mechanism, about the manner of articulation. حبس الصوت. حبس الصوت حبس الهواء. So whenever he uses a salt, he is talking about the airstream mechanism. Okay, which is discussed in modern phonetics. Right. So this one actually I explained this one. I explained about yes. Okay. Let's take now Ibn Sina. Ibn Sina actually this is an introduction about him. We can read it later. Okay. His ideas of phonetic terminology came mainly from his unmatched book. أسباب حدوث الحرف. It's a book mainly on phonetics. أسباب حدوث الحرف by Ibn Sina. Okay. He discussed articulatory phonetics, physics of speech. This is something more than Sibawayh and more than Al-Farahidi and more than Ibn Jinn. He spoke about what? Physics of speech. Anatomy. He talks about the anatomy, the tashrih of the vocal organs, right? And he talked also about what? In contrast of phonetics, when he contrasts Arabic sounds to other sounds of different languages. And he talks about non-linguistic sounds and onomatopoeia. Yeah. But he left nothing. He left nothing for what? For the subsequent, for the modern phoneticians. Okay, now let's see what did he say here. He said the reason of a sound, سبب حدوث الحرف, he said two reasons. القلع and القرع. He uses this term, القلع and القرع. Actually, القلع and القرع is nothing but contact, and القلع is nothing but release. قرع and قلع. These two terms we use in phonetics. قلع وقرع. القرع is when you contact, you say, and then قلع when you just open it. But, so this one actually, now modern phoneticians, they talk a lot about the contact and the release, the contact of two sounds, the contact of the passive articulator and the active articulator, and then when you release it, you have the sound. Okay? And then not only that, see, this is from his book. He said, from Al-Qanun. He said the muscle that is responsible for the sound is the larynx. The larynx is the muscle that is responsible for. The first one to say that was Ibn Sina, right? And he said that it is in the opening position. Larynx is actually the first organ which produces the sound, and all other organs are subsidiary and supporting. All other organs just only they support the larynx. Okay, the initiation phase to start the inhalation and the exhalation, the shahiq and the zafir. Okay, he talked about that. And he talked about that the lungs are responsible for the inhalation and exhalation process and the initiation process. And when the air reaches the larynx, it is modulated and therefore the sound is produced. 100%. Like what we say now, like what Cadford said in his book, David McCombie and Peter Ladder. And then he explained the qara and qala here, you can see. And then let's see his classification of sounds. This man was, again, he just only used like Chomsky dichotomy or binary classification of sounds. He said that all sounds can be classified into two. Okay, he said that the simple sounds and the compound sounds. What are simple sounds? Simple sounds, all of them are plosive and affricative. And the compound sounds, all other sounds that are not plosive or affricative. All fricatives, lateral, and approximate. Right? So this binary division, before Chomsky now, talked about the binary division and the dichotomy of classification of linguistics. Ibn Sina talked about that, and he classified all sounds into just only two types, the simple and the compound. Okay, and then the second category contains fricatives, and we said that. Okay, now let's see his anatomy of language. Please just only watch this snapshot. Two vocal cords. And then you have the additional cartilages. You can see the thyroid cartilage here. Thyroid cartilage. Two vocal cords here. And then the glottis in this space. Okay. Amazingly, Ibn Sina talked about all these organs. Talked about this one, about this one, and he talked about this here, and then another one, the thyroid cartilage, the cricoid cartilage, and the arytenoid cartilage. Okay, in his different books. Okay. He said that, Ibn Sina said that larynx is composed of three cartilages. Three cartilages. Number one is what? Is al-ghudud, called a derpy or a tirsi, like a tirsi, which is this one you can touch it. All of you have one, I guess.